Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable, my supervision, Mr. Ahmad Fauzi, SPD MAK, and Mr. Dr. Mardi, MSE. Thank you for helping me to finish the research proposal. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Septiani. I am from Economic Education Concentration of Accounting Education, Faculty of Economic, State University of Jakarta. I want to explain about the research proposal. The title is Analysis of Factors Affecting Public Interest Perception of Cash Wakaf in Bogor District, Muslim Society Perspective. The content consists of Chapter 1, Introduction, Chapter 2, Theoretical Study, and Chapter 3, Research Method. Okay. First, I want to explain about Chapter 1, the introduction. Background. The consists of background is potential of Indonesian Wakaf, Wakaf opportunity in Indonesia, Wakaf development, and money Wakaf challenge. First of all, I want to explain about potential of Indonesian Wakaf. The Muslim community is a society that is built with the spirit of brotherhood, or in the Arabic language is ukhuwah. They are taught to live, please, help, and benefit the people around them. This indicates that the Muslim community must pay attention to the fate of their less fortunate siblings so that in its application, economic development based on wakaf is present in line with the based on data on the prospect for Islamic finance in Indonesia. It is increasingly showing its existence. Also, Indonesian Muslim population with a percentage of 87.2% is a potential market in developing Islamic finance in Indonesia. According to the 2018 World Giving Index, Indonesia ranked first among the most generous countries in the world, one of which is from the area of Wakaf land to the potential for Indonesia Wakaf. Atabik Lutfi, Head of Socialization and Public Relations Literacy of the Indonesia Wakaf Commission or BWI, said that the potential of Indonesian cash wakaf reached 180 trillion. Then he explained, out of 180 trillion rupiah, for 1080 trillion rupiah, for 400 billion had already been reached. Meanwhile, BWI's goals in 2019 is to release cash wakaf worth IDR 800 billion. And the next, wakaf opportunity in Indonesia. Saying the potential of wakaf will undoubtedly be a great opportunity for Indonesia to continue to optimize the collection of wakaf funds. Wakaf money can be like to a sleeping giant. If this extraordinary power is raised, the wealth of the wakaf money will become one of the main pillars of Muslim, and its benefits can be felt from all aspects of society, especially for the development of the Ummah. Of course, Islamic financial instruments include banks, capital market, and social finance. In terms of social finance, a wakaf is a tool that needs attention and focus because by seeing its considerable potential, wakaf can certainly contribute to economic development, especially to alleviate poverty and social inequality. A poverty alleviation program run by the Indonesian government that aim the empowered community have failed to achieve significant results in society. Therefore, it is necessity to contribute the other subsystem apart from the government. The subsystem, which is one of the community empowerment program, is one of them. Thus, the optimization of Islamic funding source include wakaf, and the third is wakaf development. However, it turns out that even though the development of wakaf has begun to show its existence in the community, wakaf is still synonymous with real estate, such as school, mosque, mills, and its other. This also affects the public interest in wakaf because the transfer of property or subjects or objects is different from the movement of people who have a more asset. And cash wakaf can be made by many people even though they are not rich. One person can donate either one 100 cash wakaf can be collected in a container so that it becomes a large amount of trading capital. It is possible to effectively manage cash wakaf so that cash is accumulated using a management organization with the ability and competence to work competent and professionality. So, to make the most the potential of cash wakaf in Indonesia, socialization and other strategies are needed so that more people understand cash wakaf to maximize the accumulation of cash wakaf in Indonesia. Assets can easily be explained to the public in the form of movable property. Movable assets must fulfill the purpose of wakaf law, which is to disseminate the benefits shown to the wider community. In the sense the wakaf assets can be managed effectively. And the last is money wakaf challenge. BWI member Imam Nur Aziz thinks cash wakaf has four C challenges. First, campaign introduction the term cash wakaf to parents, millennial, and the mass media. Second, create. According to him, Nazir Wakaf or Wakaf manager must be innovative and creative. In the digital era, money manager or Nazir must be able to come up with innovative idea about managing this cash account. For example, developing the term cash wakaf, stock wakaf, insurance wakaf, agricultural wakaf. When people understand wakaf, innovation and creation of wakaf will automatically continue to develop. Third, convert or change according to him. By converting some content into endowments, for example, with land ownership, many operation company can be converted into wakaf so that an ecosystem needs to be created for ability. Nazir must have professionals. And then the chapter 2, the first I will describe about cash wakaf. Cash wakaf is the wakaf that is given by the wakaf to the nazir into the form of money for forever or a certain period of time. The money that has been donated is presented in the form of investment. Then the investment process obtained are used in line with the objective of the person with wakaf. Zubis and Wajdi 2016. And the history of money wakaf. The idea of cash wakaf was packaged by history of money wakaf. Since the, since the formation of social life arrangement on earth, various wakaf has emerged. Every society provides general services that are needed by all or most members of this world society. Since the beginning of the Hijri calendar in the 2nd century, the practice of cash wakaf has been practiced in the history of Islamic recording. Also, the practice of cash wakaf was popular during the Ayyubid dynasty in Egypt. The development of wakaf at the time was very advanced because it was supported by the practice of wakaf for movable objects such as money. This cash wakaf idea was packaged by M. A. Manan, Dutch, the establishment of Social Investment Bank or SIBL in Bangladesh with a cash wakaf certificate merchant or cash wakaf certificate. This bank is another option for increasing the incomes of millions of poor people and enable the rich to invest, share profit, and live in better, safer, and more peaceful community environment. And then issuance of money wakaf certificate. In this new financial tool, the money wakaf certificate is a positive alternative for all members of society to share happiness. I hope that I do not depend too much on the government budget and foreign loans. So I hope that this cash reserve certificate will become an alternative source of social funds. Legal basic of money wakaf. The first one is Al-Quran, Quran Surah Al-Hajj, Quran Surah Al-Hajj 77, Surah Al-Imran 92, and secondly, basic As-Sunnah. The example from Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam once said, "When a person dies, his deeds will be cut off, except for three, namely almsgiving, useful knowledge, and children." And the basic law, Undang-Undang Number 41 of 2004, and other implementation regulation such as PP 42 and PP of 2004. And then money wakaf management institution. Currently, institutions for managing and collecting cash wakaf in Indonesia are increasingly developing. Indonesia itself established a national wakaf body that is the center for monitoring and managing cash wakaf, namely the Indonesian Wakaf Board or BWI. The successful management and development of Indonesian cash wakaf and other wakaf has many factors that will influence and determine the implementation of Indonesian wakaf, including the government, BWI, LKSPWU, Nazir, MUI, Wakif, Islamic organization, and educational institutions participate in determining and influencing the success of wakaf in Indonesia. And then dimensions of social justice in wakaf. The wakaf instrument provided by Islam is a manifestation of morals that priorities the value of justice, one of which is seen as an injustice. Okay, next, dimension of social justice in wakaf. The wakaf instrument provided by Islam is a manifestation of morals that priorities of the value of justice, one of which is seen as injustice in the social economic system. The creation of social and economic justice will be able to prevent the gap between human beings. One of them is the social income gap. To create social and economic justice in society, the means of wakaf is one of the answers. Wakaf can support the economic development of the community because in the wakaf instrument, a spirit harp, or in the Arabic language is ta'awun, is created, which contains elements of fulfilling personal obligation to society, from the creation of social service facility, education facility, and health service that can comprehensively improve community welfare. It can be seen from the social aspects contained in Wakaf. Next is variable perception theory definition. Morgan said in Dahlan 2010 that perception is related to one's life experience in the world. Therefore, perception is a personal activity that detects and interprets all information from their environment based on their experience. These activities are thinking, remembering, accepting, planning, and choosing certain things. Factors that influence the formation of a person's perception. The first is past experience, and the second, adopting a value system, and the third, motivation, and the fourth, personality, and the last, wisdom. Next is understanding. Definition about variable understanding is according to Whitcomb and Mukhtar. Understanding, quote in Sudaryono book, understanding is a person's ability to grasp the meaning of the material being studied, namely by describing the main content of the reading or changing the data displayed in one form to another. And the indicator of understanding the first is being able to retell the concepts that have been learned, and the second, ability to clarify objects based on whether they meet the requirement of the constituent concept, and the third, concept can be applied to algorithms, and four, be able to provide example of concepts that are learned, and five, able to present concept in various mathematical representation, and six, ability to associate various concepts, and the last, ability to develop necessary and sufficient condition for a concept. And the next variable is income. Definition: income is the return received by each person for his service in the production process. Remuneration can be in the form of salary, interest, rent, or profit, depending on the production factor involved in the production process. Income indicator: the first is income received per month, and the secondly work, the third school fee budget, and the last cost incurred. Okay, the next variable is religiosity. Definition: religiosity is diversity, which is a condition of one's existence and encourage them to act in accordance with the degree of religious piety. The indicator of religiosity is the first, the ritual dimension. That is a measure of the extent to which a person fulfills his ritual obligation in the religion he adheres to. And the second, ideological dimension. Measure the extent to which a person accepts religious doctrine, accepts the existence of God, angels, and demons, heaven and hell, and each other. The and the last, the intellectual dimension, namely the extent to which a person understands and and understand the teaching of his religion and the extent to which a person is willing to carry out activity to further enhance his understanding of religious affairs related to religion. And the last variable is access to information. Definition of access information. The Ministry of Communication and Information explained that access to information is an easy way for individuals or the public to obtain need public information. One of the ways to obtain information is by using telecommunication and broad channel or media. Access to information can be said to be a bridge connecting information source so that it can meet everyone's needs. An indicator of access to information is the first in the field of marketing. The objects of research are communication and marketing. To convince customers to buy product, communication is a marketing stage. And the second, perfect perception is the essence of marketing communication. Why? Because it is the key to determining whether to respond well to marketing products. And the last, information media is a communication channel used to transfer message from sender to receiver, which have various forms. The next is relevant research. Here I will explain the research result of several journal titles. The first is international journal. The first journal, the title is Determinants of Cash Wakaf Contribution in Kelang, Lei and Selangor, a same approach. The author is Muhammad Rizki Prima Sakti, Hasanuddin bin Muhammad Das Taker, Abdul Qayyum, dan Ibnu Kizam. The year is 2016. The research is religious obligation has a significant effect on the intention to pay cash wakaf, attitude, social influence has a significant effect on the intention to pay cash wakaf. And the second journal, the title is An Empirical Investigation of the Determinants of Cash Wakaf Awareness in Malaysia. The author is Adewal Abidin Adeyemi, Nurul Aini Ismail, and Siti Sabaria binti Hasan. Years is 2016. The result is perfection about cash wakaf has a significant effect. Education, income, age has no significant effect. And the next journal, the title is Proposing a Model for Entrepreneurship Development, the role of entrepreneurs, cash wakaf intention. The author is Serifa Oishioki Musa and Marhanum C. Muhammad Saleh, year 2018. The result is the study confirms 5 ideas that can influence the business development of cash wakaf intention. The most important finding is that the intention of cash wakaf is very important to partially mediate that the intention cash wakaf is very important to partially mediate the relationship between these 5 ideas and entrepreneurial development. And the next is relevant research from Indonesian journal. The first journal, the title is Analisis Faktor-Faktor yang Mempengaruhi Penghimpunan Wakaf Uang di Indonesia. Pendekatan Analytical Network Process. The author is Khadijah Hasim, Yeni Lubis Khalifah Muhammad Ali, and the year 2016. The result or conclusion in the journal is institutional aspects include focus of Nazir institution, education and socialization, professionalism of Nazir, and public trust in Nazir institution. Community aspects include understanding of cash wakaf, preference in choosing, school follow, and information achievement. And government aspects include money wakaf legal instrument, ease of budaya is crazy, and facility and material assistance. And the next journal, the title is Pengaruh Pendapatan, Religiusitas, dan Jarak Lokasi, Tingkat Pendidikan dan akses Informasi terhadap minat masyarakat untuk berwakaf uang di Badan Wakaf Uang Tunai MUI Daerah Istimewa Yogyakarta. The author is Muhammad Asyidiki and the years 2018. The conclusion of the journal is income does not affect the interests of the money wakaf community in BWU or MUI DIY. Religiosity affect the interests of the money wakaf community in BWU. And location distance does not affect the interests of the money wavering community in BWU. The level of education does not affect the interests of the money wearing community in BWU, and access to information has no effect on the interests of the money wakaf community in BWU. Okay. Significant effect on the interest in wakaf. Socialization has a significant effect on interest in wakaf, and institutional image has significant influence on interest in wakaf. There is an influence between understanding and interest in paying cash wakaf. Hypothesis 2. There is an influence between income on interest in paying cash wakaf. Hypothesis 3. There is an influence between religiosity on interest in paying cash wakaf. And hypothesis 4. There is an influence between access to information on interest in paying cash wakaf. Okay, the next is chapter 3, research and methods. The consists of chapter 3. The first is time and place of research. Research time, the implementation time of this research is from April to May 2021. This time the researchers use it because it weighs the academic time and adjusts to the distribution of questionnaire letter. And the research place, researchers conducted research in the area of Bogor Regency, West Java. The specification for affordability were around the Rancabungur, Ciampea, Tenjolaya, Cilangsi, Ciomas, and surrounding district. And the next is research approach and variables. The engineering approach used in the research. The study used a survey method with a correlation approach. And the research variable, the study will test two variables, namely the independent variable and the dependent variable. Okay, the next is population and research sample. Research population. The population in this study were the people of Bogor Regency, West Java, with total population of 3 million people spread across various districts. And the research sample and the sums of the rumus is 354,55 or 355. Using the above calculation with an affordable population of 3 million people, the same is 355 sampling use cluster random sampling. Okay, the arrangement of instrument, interest in paying cash wakaf or variable Y. Conceptual definition. Interest is a person's desire or tendency which strongly encourages him to respond or act in a certain way. So, interest in paying cash wakaf is the desire or the tendency of a person who strongly encourage him to surrender some of his assets to the target institution or party that has the authority in managing wakaf. The operational definition is interest in paying cash wakaf, which is defined as the desire or tendency of a person to strongly encourage someone to surrender their assets to the decided Wakf institution at a certain time is measured by indicator of interest in cash wakaf situation and an environment that encourage individual action and personality. The studies use a questionnaire or questionnaire measuring tool using a Likert scale. The money wakaf interest indicator, the variable minat berwakaf uang, indicator interest in money wakaf, situation and environment that encourage behavior, individual personality, and the sub-indicator, yeah, have an interest or not in cash wakaf, agree or not with cash wakaf, money wakaf opportunity, the environment encourage wakaf money, economic condition or situation encourage donation of money, helpful economical and calculation. And the variable x1 or comprehension or understanding. The conceptual definition: understanding is a person's ability to interpret or repeat the knowledge or information he has obtained which is explained or explained in his own language. Definition: operational definition is everyone's understanding of course varies according to the level to absorption in receiving information or knowledge. A person's understanding of cash wakaf can be measured by indicators including the ability to classify objects, present concept in various mathematical representation, and practice and provide example of the concept learned. The study used a questionnaire or questionnaire measuring tool using a Likert scale. The understanding or comprehensive indicator is, yeah, ability to clarification and sub-indicator, ability to clarify the type of wakaf and each other. Okay, next, the arrangement of instrument X variable x2 of income. Conceptual definition. Income is money received by a person or agency and other organization in terms of which salary, interest, commission, profit or rent, and the income of which depends on the type of work. The operational definition. Everyone's income, of course, varies according to the type of work and business he has done. The income group varies in each job, even one that measuring a person's wealth in terms of his income. The income indicator is income received per month, the sub-indicator monthly income range, the swap cards, other income beside the main job. The indicator profession, sub-indicator is type of work and permanent job or not. The indicator family burdens to bear, the sub-indicator is comparison of income and expense, sufficient monthly salary or not, and always set aside for this swap. And the variable x3, religiosity. Conceptual definition. Religiosity or diversity is a belief, expressed church, worship, and the like that encourage it to act in accordance with the degree or religious shifting and he is convinced that there is a supreme being which is a reference in living life. Operational definition. The level of religiosity of a person varies according to the level of belief and belief in his religious knowledge and is encouraged by his knowledge in deepening the recommended teachings. Religiosity indicator, the indicator is ritual dimension, sub-indicator is recite, worship, or prayer, and ziswa. And the indicator ideological dimension, the sub-indicator is dakwah, performing amal ma'ruf nahi munkar, and the indicator intellectual dimension, sub-indicator is studying the religious knowledge of fiqh, understanding fiqh muamalah, and the resign to the situation or do not want to deepen. And the last variable is export, access to information, the conceptual definition. The access information. Okay, the last variable is export, is the access to information. Conceptual definition. Access to information is the ease with which a person or society can obtain the required public information by using various media which are present both in electronic and print media. And the operational definition, access to information has a lot to do with the reach and location of an area because not all regions in Indonesia are easily accessible, so that the level of access to information affects it. Information access indicator, the indicator is price range, the sub-indicator is reside, strategic location, easy of access, and the indicator supporting media, the sub-indicators get to know the mass media, easy of receiving information, and the indicator interest level, sub-indicator is motivating in seeking information gathering technique, and doing receive information. Okay, the next is research validity and reliability. To measure the validity, the product moment correlation formula is used with the deviation suggested by Pearson. The in the rumus and sigma xy minus sigma x sigma y ya dengan then information the correlation coefficient between x and y, number of respondent, total score of x, sigma y total y score, sigma x y the sum of the multiplication of x and y, sigma x quadrat sum of square x, and sigma y quadrat sum of square y. To test the reliability of the instrument in this study using the Alpha-Cronbach formula, namely R11, and the rumus, information, yeah, and the data collection technique. In this study, researchers use a survey method with regression analysis. Okay, multiple regression analysis. Multiple linear regression analysis is used to determine whether there is a relationship between the independent variable and the dependent variable. Multiple regression analysis is also used to determine the effect of two or more independent variables on. Okay, the next is UGT. The test is a test to determine whether the independent variable and the dependent variable influence each other and how much influence the independent variable has on. Okay, the next is okay, and as I say, thank you very much for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.